Well, I may as well just get going here. Good afternoon, and welcome to Winnipeg. Welcome to There Was Raindrops on the front of my helmet visor, Winnipeg, this morning. This is one of those days, and I very, very rarely have it, that I just don't feel like doing anything on the model ship. Maybe because the next thing I have to do is paint. And I was thinking I wanted to use the airbrush on the ladders, and but you know, I've been, another thing, I'm really tired right now. I know it's only 8 minutes after 2, but I've been going pretty steady since I first got up. When I first got up, I was all gung-ho, and I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as the saying goes. And I thought, I'm going to improve on the ramp that I have for getting the scooter in and out of the house. And the 3-piece ramp that I've been using is just a little bit on the small side for the scooter. So I went to a place this morning. It's called Lowe's. I think it's a North American thing. I don't think they have them anywhere else, but I could be wrong. You let me know if you have a Lowe's in your, in the UK or Australia or wherever. And it's kind of funny. The last 3 times I went to Lowe's, I came out of that store and I thought to myself, this is the last time I'm going to Lowe's. Well, the reason I keep going to Lowe's is because it's so easy to get to from right here. But I had a real pleasant experience this morning. I went in and there was a guy standing there dressed up in a Lowe's outfit, and I said, I'm looking for a board about a foot wide and about 8 feet long. Now, remember, I still think feet and inches. Okay. Anyway, so then I told him what I wanted it for. And so he was actually extremely helpful. And he saw that I was having difficulty walking, so he goes and he gets me a lumber cart to put the board on. And and I was in and out of that store in about 15 minutes with my board. And I thought, hey, all right, I'm going to go back to Lowe's next time. Now we have a Home Depot, but it's about another 5 minutes further, driving a little further. And one of the reasons I like Lowe's is because if I'm lucky, I can back my car into sort of the lumber area where I can easily load. And I just come out the doors, the doors that automatically open up for you, and you push your lumber cart out, and there's my car, and I was going to say 50 feet away, but I'll say 12 meters. Anyway, all right. So I come home and I get my scooter out, and I was out on my scooter. I didn't time it, but I'm guessing it was 45 minutes. I went about 30 kilometers, I suppose, zipping around all over, and once again, deliberately picking streets that have lots of stop signs so I could, practice stopping it and starting it without falling over. And it went really well. But just towards the end of my run, I could see these little tiny specks forming on the front of my visor, and I thought, uh-oh, rain's coming. And I had checked the radar weather before I started, and they were, talking about 30% chance of showers, and you could see these little clouds of rain, and they're all moving towards Winnipeg. And I thought, well, I'm going to take a chance and go anyway. I'm glad I did. Right now, it's not raining at the moment, but that's okay. Had a good time with that. Now, the sunrise this morning, nothing special. No sunrise, actually. I'll put it at the end of today's episode because it was a little bit different perspective. And besides, if I don't put it at the end of today's episode, it's going to be practically going to be no episode. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything on the ship. I've still got about 2.5 hours that I can, before I have to do anything here. Normally I'm winding up right now and saying we'll see you tomorrow, and I've done a whole lot, but okay. I don't know if you don't need to comment about this, but this also was the first day that I thought to myself, I don't want to do this anymore, and that's kind of frightening. I think maybe it's because I'm real tired, because I've only thought this in the last hour or so. And maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe what I should do is just call it quits for today here. Go and have a nice hot shower. I was going to say take a nap, except I don't take naps. My neighbor next door, he takes naps. And it seems to work for him, but I find if I take a nap, I usually can't get to sleep at night. So I haven't taken a nap for years and years and years in the afternoon. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting more and more comments to the effect of your show has changed since you did the Bismarck, and you don't need to comment on this. I realize that it has changed. It is less and less about the model and more about birds and rabbits and scooters and e-bikes and pens, and I realize that. And for those of you who maybe have been watching for many years, got a comment from a guy in the UK. I think it was Dave. He said he's watched every episode, and I'm thinking, my goodness, it just sort of blows me away that people have been that faithful, and I'm sort of changing. But folks, nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes. One day will be the last episode, and I know this is episode 1701. And I was thinking maybe I'll go to 2000 and quit. But 2000, that'll take us through the winter at least. I think I'll make it. I think I'll make it. Let's just push stop here and get my thoughts together and see, is there anything I can do here? I don't need any more parts for step 44. I'm sorry that today's episode is so lousy. I don't know if you use the word lousy where you live, but lousy here in North America means terrible. Okay, I've basically got my head in the spray booth. And a few moments ago I was looking around on the manual and so on, and I was thinking, is there anything I can do that is, model ship related that I would enjoy doing? And I just couldn't see anything. And I didn't want to force it. If I force it, then for sure it's not going to be any fun. And 99.9% of this last going on 5 years has been fun. I want to keep it that way. And I was also thinking, I've got this sign in my spray booth here, and I think I better read it a couple of times this afternoon and adhere to it. Make no changes in the evening when feeling tired or depressed. Well, I'm not depressed, but I am tired. And I think that's probably part of my problem right now. So what I think I better do is crank up my steam room, have a nice hot shower. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.